Just goggles. And I'm mad as hell. I was driving a U-Haul truck at midnight in Georgia, going down Sugarloaf. I'm driving, and I went to check to make sure the door was locked on the big body box U-Haul truck. And the door started to open. So I'm driving. The U-Haul truck already got spongy brakes. Cars is always telling real close. I ran through a yellow light that turned red, one, because the car was coming behind me, and I started honking because I didn't want ongoing traffic to run into me. And I got my pinky finger holding on to the door. Now, I'm praying to God that my pinky finger don't break, because I'm holding a big, heavy U-Haul truck door, the 20-foot one or whatever, with my pinky, this same pinky right here, last night. And the pain, it felt like my skin was unstitching, and like my finger was separating, like the bone was starting to protrude and start to go outside of the vehicle. I'm holding on to the door. There's traffic behind me. I got spongy brakes. Ran through a red light for the most part because of the traffic is behind me, pushing full speed. So I finally get to, if you've ever been to Georgia, they sometimes have the little turning lanes in the middle of the road. I dipped real quick, was praying to God that the speed demon behind me wasn't trying to make a left-hand turn where I was at. So I went into the left-hand turn spot, and I took a few seconds, I had to put my foot on the brakes, grabbed the door completely. I'm slamming the door. The door is so heavy, it's almost like it was a gorilla or something on the outside of the door holding it from closing. So now I'm trying to close the door, but I didn't want it to blow open because the wind blows. Who knows if that door would flip backwards, get stuck that way, or fly off into the middle of the night. Now that's more money driving a U-Haul truck, so you know what I mean. So finally, I got the vehicle stopped, pausing. I unlocked my my pinky finger that was throbbing at that point. It was, can y'all just do one finger? It was going crazy. So now I take my whole hand and try to close the door without using my pinky. So now that I got the door closed, I'm up here fighting to get the thing completely closed up. Finally do that. These old style U-Haul trucks don't have automatic locks. You have to use your finger. So now I push down on the knob to lock it, supposedly, and then I was able to drive off. Trying to save miles, because they charge you by the mile. They give you this flat rate, $39.99 or something like that, but then they tack on the miles. They ask you, so how many miles you think you're going to drive? And you have to sit down and do the math. And whatever mileage you tell them, that's what they're going to charge you. They always say, oh, well, we'll double back and give you the money, the difference or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. So that's my U-Haul experience. The only thing I want to say is, in closing, that this is goggles, and I'm mad as hell.